New at 10, the Scottsdale City Council is making changes to how residents can voice their concerns and thoughts at city council meetings. The council was set to vote tonight on reducing the amount of people who can speak during public comment and also reducing the time that they have to speak. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly is joining us live from City Hall in Scottsdale. And Chase, the meeting is still going on right now, but what changes did the council make?
Yeah, Kribe, there really was a lot of back and forth between the council members and all this people during public comment. The residents spoke out against any of the changes, so the council actually decided to go in the complete opposite direction. In a 4-3 vote, they decided to allow residents to speak for 3 minutes, which is the current standard, instead of reducing it to 2 minutes. They also decided to increase the number of public commentators from 10 speakers to 12 speakers. However, there was a change that some people did not like, and that's moving public comment from the very beginning of the meeting, which it is now, to at the very end. And again, some residents like Scott Sutton, a longtime Scottsdale resident, are not happy with. Sutton comes to every single Scottsdale City Council meeting, and he's usually the first person to speak during public comment. Now, he said he is relieved that the City Council didn't decide to reduce the number of speakers or reduce the amount of time that they're able to speak. But he says having it at the very end of the meeting is not going to allow a lot of people to actually stay. He's worried that it's actually going to reduce the number of speakers because sometimes these meetings go on really late. For example, tonight, the meeting just got done after 10 o'clock, and he says people aren't going to want to stick around to talk about their concerns if it goes on this late.
Most of these residents have jobs and they have families. They need to get home to them. And they're coming here, a lot of them, on something that is as minor as was mentioned earlier by Councilwoman Solange Whitehead, to complain about a tree on a city street that's causing them problems. They should not have to wait.
Now, the city proposed these changes to copy what other cities do and to streamline this whole process. They also said it wouldn't violate Arizona's open meeting laws. That only requires city council meetings to be open to the public, but doesn't necessarily require the public to weigh in. And we actually saw that a few weeks ago when neighboring Fountain Hills, the city council there decided to get rid of public comment in general. Again, that decision was made just a few weeks ago at the end of November. But again, with the city council members here in Scottsdale that we heard, they said that they don't want to limit anyone's free speech, which is why they instead decided to extend public comment here in Scottsdale. We're live in Scottsdale tonight. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
Chase, thanks.